what's up? Welcome to yet another awesome Yogi Stretch Monday. I've got something amazing for you guys. I've gone through a lot of the previous videos that I have made. I've taken some notes. I've combined a lot of poses from a lot of the different videos that I've made in the past, combined them all together into one flow for you guys. Now in this video, there are some challenging poses, so I want you to take it easy. I want you to take your time. If there's any poses that you find difficult, you can always go back to the previous pose, or you can rest in child's pose. Don't push yourself into pain. I really want you to make sure of this. This is all about mindful movement. We're not forcing our bodies into positions that we know that we can't do. If you know that you can't do this and it doesn't feel right for you, then don't do that. Don't do this pose. Just wait until the next pose. See if you can carry on. And if you need to slow down, sit down, take a rest, take a few breaths, come back to the practice. I know I do give a lot of cues and I know it can be a little bit repetitive, but the whole idea of this video is so you can really learn at home. This is something that I'm very passionate about. I really want to help as many people as I can. This has become more than a yoga community, this has become a family. We are a tribe. I love what we do for each other. I love the enthusiasm that everyone has. I love the positive attitudes that everyone has. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. This gift is for you.
Right guys, come to the front of your mat. I want you to take a seated position with the legs crossed. Now place your hands underneath your butt cheeks and pull the flesh out from underneath you. I want your sit bones nice and grounded on the mat. Now place your feet underneath the knees and then place your hands on the knees and lightly press the thighs open. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the chest, tuck the chin a little bit and lengthen through the crown of the head. Now we're going to sit here for a few seconds, close the eyes, and we're just going to focus on the breath here. We're going to be inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. We're going to follow a 3-count breath here, so it's inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3. Feeling the chest and the belly rising and falling with each breath. Now we're going to warm up the spine a little bit with some seated cat-cow. So start by leading with your chest, opening up the shoulders, arching the spine, allowing the head to fall back naturally with the natural curves of the spine. Then we're going to exhale, we're going to pull the chest in, round the shoulders, pull the lower ribs in, pull the belly button in towards the spine. And then we're going to inhale, come back forward, leading with the chest, allowing the head to fall back. Exhale, rounding the spine, creating space in the chest, opening up the shoulders, and then we're going to exhale, curl the spine, come back. Now the whole time we're warming up the muscles in and around the spine, we're opening up the chest, we're warming up the back, we're warming up all of the muscles and the fascia, loosening everything up, trying to get everything working the way it should so we can lead into our practice nice and flexible, nice and loose. Now we're going to come back to a neutral position. I want you to tuck the chin slightly, shoulders down, bring your hands to heart center, and we're going to raise our hands up overhead, then exhale the arms down to touch on the floor. Keeping the spine nice and tall, we're going to inhale the right arm up overhead, then exhale, bend that left elbow and start to lean over to the left. Inhale up, then exhale, we're going to go over to the other side, bending that left elbow, leaning the right arm up overhead. And we're going to inhale, come back up to center, raise the right arm up, exhale, bend the left elbow, bending over to the left. Now inhale, come back up, raise the left arm up, and exhale, taking a nice easy stretch over to the right, getting a nice stretch on the left hand side of the body. And inhale, come back up. This time we're going to inhale the right arm up overhead, we're going to bend the left elbow, and then we're going to reach that right arm round in front of us, sweep it around the floor, sweep the left hand around, and then we're going to inhale, bring the left arm up, open up the chest, open up the shoulders, then exhale, sweep back around, inhale back up, raising the right arm and chest, and sweep back around. We're going to keep moving with this. Inhale, opening up the chest, exhale, sweep it back around. Inhale, open up the chest again, getting nice movement in the spine. Exhale, sweep it back around. Now this time we're going to open up the chest and we're going to keep leading with that left arm, coming up to a seated position, bring it back down to the floor, and then we're going to sweep it back around again. Then we're going to exhale, sweep it back round the opposite direction, open up the right arm, come up back to a seat position, exhale the left arm down and sweep it back around. Again, we're going to inhale up, open up the chest, exhale, come back to center and rest in a nice seated child's pose. Now take a couple of breaths here and then start to walk the hands underneath the shoulders, press and lift the chest, lift the head, come up to a seated position, shoulders down and relaxed. Now we're done warming up the spine, warming up the breath, waking up the body, and we're going to move ourselves easily and carefully back to a tabletop position. I want you to place the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Keep a nice straight spine. Now we're going to lean the hips over to the left and start moving backwards and forwards, really grinding into the outside edge of the hip, getting some nice movement in the hip socket. Then we're going to come back, go over to the right hand side again, start moving backwards and forwards, really pressing into the right side of the hip. Then we're going to inhale, come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to curl the toes under. I want you to press the shoulders back, press the hips back, down towards the heels, keep pressing the shoulders away from the wrists, and I want you to lift the hips up, keeping a nice bend in the knees. Raise the heels, raise the head, then exhale, start to press the heels down and start to pedal the legs out. Alternating pressing and lifting the heels, warming up the back of the legs, warming up the calf muscles and the hamstrings. Just go nice and easy, keep the shoulders pressing back. We're going to lift the heels, lift the head. Now we're going to press the heels down, keeping the outside edge of the feet parallel to the side of the mat. Rotate the thighs inwardly, keep the spine long, keep the hips lifted, shoulders pressing back. Then we're going to inhale, we're going to lift the left leg up. Now open up the hips by stacking the left up on top of the right, drive the heel back down behind you, opening up the hips and start to rotate that knee. We're starting to work into the hips even more now, getting some more movement in the hip socket. Now keep drawing big circles with the knee, keep focusing on the breath, nice inhales, nice exhales through the nose, keeping the arms strong and shoulders wide, supporting that upper back. Now bring the leg back down to downward dog. We're going to press back, inhale the right leg up and exhale, stack the hips and start to drive that heel down. Start to draw circles with the knee, again working into the hip socket, getting some nice movement and mobility. Again, stay strong in the upper back, shoulders wide, bring the leg back up, press back to downward dog, take a nice inhale, lift the head, lift the heels, exhale, press back to downward dog. Next, inhale the left leg up, and then we're going to exhale, step the left foot between the hands, keep the knees, heels and ankles all parallel, all nice and square. Keep the left knee stacked above the left heel, start to press through the right hip. Imagine you're drawing that right knee towards that left heel. Then we're going to inhale the arms up, keep the core firm, keep the lower ribs tucked in, shoulders wide and back and down into their sockets. Going to inhale, exhale, press the hips back towards the heel, straighten that front leg. Draw the arms down in front of you, inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, curl the spine over that front leg. Nice relaxed foot here, nice relaxed. If you need a bend in the knee, keep a bend in the knee. Now press the hips forward, curl the toes under, and we're going to come up to a high lunge. Make sure you're pressing the heel back nice and firm, keep them nice and strong in that back leg. And with a firm core, we're going to inhale the arms up, keeping that front knee stacked above the heel. Exhale. Now inhale, straighten that front leg. Then exhale, keeping a nice long spine. You can either walk the hands down the leg or reach out in front of you. Place the hands on the floor or on the shin or on the knee. Then inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, curl down deeper over that front leg. If you need to bend that front knee a little bit just to protect the back of the knee, do so. Now inhale, flat back, bend the front leg, drop the back knee. Uncurl the toes, and we're going to inhale the arms up. Nice low lunge. Exhale, Hanumanasana prep. We're going to keep a nice straight leg here. Keep the left hip pressing back, the ball of the foot pressing forward. Then inhale, bend the front knee, press up to high lunge. We're going to inhale the arms up, nice firm core. Then exhale, straighten that front leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, come down over that leg. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, curl the spine deeper, bending the elbows. And we're going to inhale, nice flat back, bend the front knee, drop the back knee. Inhale, back up again. And again, exhale, Hanumanasana prep. Move with the breath. Keep it nice and fluid. Inhale, come back up. Reach the arms up, shoulders wide. Still pressing through that back heel. Exhale, straighten that leg. Come back down. And we're going to press back. Lift the left leg up. Come back to downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out a little bit. Make sure the outside edges of the feet are parallel to the sides of the mat. Keep the shoulders pressing away from the wrists. And inhale the right leg up. And we're going to step through. Step the feet between the hands. Keeping the hips square, knees, hips and ankles all in one line. Make sure the knee is stacked above the right foot. Inhale the arms up. Keep the core firm. Keep the shoulders wide. Keep pressing that left hip forward towards that right foot. A nice stretch in that left hip. Tuck the tailbone slightly, keep pressing the hips forward. Then we're going to inhale, then exhale, press the hips back, straighten the front leg, reach the arms forward, down in front of you. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, curling the spine over the front leg, bending the elbows, pressing the right hip back, pressing the right ball of the foot forward. Then we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale up. We're going to press back into the heel, straighten that back leg. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Keep a nice firm core. Keep the knees stacked above the front ankle. Inhale to prepare, then exhale, straighten that front leg. Inhale, reach the arms forward, nice long spine. Again, walk down the legs if you need to. And we're going to inhale, nice flat back. Nice and strong, and exhale, bend the elbows and curl over that front leg. Keep pressing that right hip back, keep pressing the ball of the foot down. Inhale, flat back, bend the knee, come back to a low lunge. Inhale, arms up. Again, keep pressing the hips forward, keep driving that left knee towards that right ankle. And we're going to exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, Hanumanasana prep. Keep pressing the ball of the foot forward, pressing the hip back. Then we're going to inhale, come back up, press the heel back, firm core, up into a high lunge. Arms up above the head, shoulders down. Then we're going to inhale, exhale, straighten the front leg. Again, walk or reach. Come down, curl the spine over the front leg. Now inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend the elbows, curl the spine. Breathe, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. We're going to inhale, flat back. Come down to a low lunge. Reach the arms up, inhale. Then we're going to exhale, press the hips back, Hanumanasana prep. Inhale, forward, press up into a high lunge, heel pressing back, nice firm back leg, arms up. Then exhale, straighten that leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Now inhale to prepare, nice flat back, and we're going to press back, lift that right leg up, and exhale, press back down to downward dog. Now make sure the outside edges of the feet are nice and parallel to the sides of the mat. Keep the hips lifting, shoulders pressing back, and start to pedal out the feet, really warming up the back of the legs. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale, come back down to tabletop position. Make sure that the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. And then we're going to press up into an angry cat position. Then start to walk the hands around towards the left thigh. We're going to turn the fingers inwardly, creating a diamond shape with the fingers. Then inhale, exhale, bend the elbows, pressing the shoulders down towards the hands in an isometric hold. Hold here for a few seconds. And inhale, and exhale, straighten out the arms, keeping the elbows straight. I want you to drop the hips over that right ankle. Really getting a nice deep stretch along the right hand side of the body. Inhale and exhale. And come back to the rounded position, into the angry cat, and then we're going to walk around to the right hand side. Again, keeping that diamond shape with the fingers. Inhale and exhale, bend the elbows, press the hips forward, and really start to get a nice stretch in the side of the body, pulling that shoulder blade away from the spine. Then we're going to inhale and exhale, straighten the arms, keeping the elbows straight, drop the hips over the ankle, really getting a nice stretch down the left hand side of the body. Then we're going to walk the hands up underneath the shoulders, come back to center, and find that angry cat pose again. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, cow pose. Exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine, round in the back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round in the spine, tucking the tailbone, letting the head fall naturally with the spine. And come back to a neutral position. Here we're going to send the shoulders wide back into their sockets, shift the weight into the right hand, and we're going to lift the left arm up, opening up the chest, getting a nice twist in the spine. Keep the shoulders wide, head neutral, and exhale, we're going to thread the arm underneath the right elbow, resting the head and the shoulder on the mat. We're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Get some nice deep belly breaths here, massaging the spine. Then we're going to inhale, open up the chest, reach the arm up. Again, we're going to exhale, thread the needle, resting the head and the shoulder on the mat. Again, nice deep belly breaths, massaging the spine. Then inhale, open up the chest, open up the arm. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Now, I want you to shift the weight into the left arm now. Keep the shoulders wide in their sockets, open up the chest, reach the arm up. Again, exhale, thread the needle, rest the shoulder and the head on the mat. Keep those belly breaths coming. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. And we're going to inhale, reach the arm up, open up the chest, nice and firm in that left arm. And exhale, twist, thread the needle, and belly breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, nice strong arm, open up the chest, reach the arm up. Exhale, come back to tabletop position. Then we're going to press back into a child's pose, and I want you to wiggle the hips out a little bit, getting some nice movement in the lower back. And then we're going to cross our legs, come back down to a seated position. Now straighten the legs out in front of you, and then we're going to shift forward, bring the butt cheeks towards the heels, and we're going to lower ourselves down slowly, releasing the spine down onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Come down onto one elbow, then the next. Come down nice and carefully, nice and easily. Keep the chin tucked, neck long. We're going to place the feet on the edges of the mat, toes turned out, and we're going to rotate on the edges of the feet, dropping the knees to the left. inhale, come back up, exhale, drop to the right. We're going to inhale, come back up, exhale, rotating on the feet down to the left. And inhale, come back up, exhale to the right. Using the right hand, draw the right knee up a few inches, and we're going to start to press through that left hip by engaging the left glute. Really engage that left butt cheek and push forward on the front of the hip. And exhale, come back to the left. We're going to do the same again. Draw that left knee up this time and start engaging by pressing through that right hip. Engage the glute, getting a nice stretch in the front of the hip. Then exhale. We're going to come back, rotate the knees to the left, then to the right again. Continue moving like this, moving on the edges of the feet, left to right. Inhale and exhale, keeping the muscles moving, keeping the blood flowing. And we're going to bring the feet up close to the butt cheeks. Press the hands down into the mat, shoulders wide, down into their sockets. We're going to inhale and exhale, engage the glute and press up into the hips into a bridge pose. Keep the knees drawing towards each other, thighs drawing towards each other. Exhale, come back down nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Again, inhale to prepare, and exhale. Engage those glutes, tuck the tailbone and keep pressing up through the front of the hips. If you feel comfortable here, start to clasp the hands, draw the shoulder blades towards each other, bringing the shoulders closer to each other. We're going to be resting on those shoulders and pressing up through the hips, pressing down through the arms, keeping the knees pressing towards each other. Inhale to prepare, then exhale, release the spine, release the vertebrae one at a time, nice and slowly. We're going to draw the knees in towards the chest, hug the knees in, and exhale, release back down. We're going to press the hands into the mat, inhale, and exhale, engage the glutes, press up into the hips. Again, if you've done the same before, clasp the hands, draw the shoulders in towards each other. This time we're going to hold for a few breaths. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Keep strong in the core, keep strong in the legs, strong in the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale and exhale, release the spine, come down nice and slowly. Again, we're going to hug the knees in towards the chest. You can rock side to side if you need to release that lower back. Nice and easy, nice and careful, massaging around the spine. And we're going to rest the feet onto the mat, press the hands into the mat, and we're going to inhale and lift that left leg up high, press through the heel. We're going to bring that left heel towards the right knee, and we're going to do a figure 4 position. I want you to draw the toes towards the knee and press on that left thigh. Start to open up that left hip. You're going to sit here for a second, just inhale and exhale. Stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you. If not, I want you to thread the arms through the legs, grab hold of the shin and start to draw that knee in towards you. Keep those left toes drawn towards the left knee, protecting the knee joint. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice deep belly breaths. We're going to inhale and exhale, release the foot down, release that ankle, straighten the leg, press through the heel and release the foot down to the mat. Inhale the right leg up this time, pressing through the heel. Bring that right ankle to the left knee. I want to place the hand on the right thigh and start to press it open, opening up the hip. Again, we can stay here if you feel comfortable here. If you want to go deeper, I want you to inhale, thread the arms through the legs, grab hold of the shin or the knee and start to draw that knee towards the chest, getting a nice deep stretch on the hip. Inhale here and exhale, nice belly breaths. Inhaling through the nose, keeping the throat nice and open. Exhale through the nose, always keeping that throat nice and open. Now we're going to exhale, drop the foot, release the legs, straighten, press through the heel. Exhale, release the foot down towards the mat. Then we're going to start to draw the knees in towards the chest, grab hold of the shins, hug them in tight and start to draw some circles with the knees. Go in one direction, inhaling and exhaling, massaging the lower part of the back. Then we're going to go in the other direction, again drawing circles with the knees, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, using belly breaths to really expand the hips and massage the muscles in the lower back. And we're going to straighten that right leg out, keeping the left leg tucked in. We're going to raise those toes up so you can just see the toes above the knee, and then we're going to use the right hand to draw the left knee across. We're going to keep that left shoulder resting on the floor, hand open facing up. Now focus on releasing any tension in the face. If there's any tension in the eyebrows or in the jaw or in the tongue, just try to relax as much as you can and try to let gravity take over. Again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Keep pressing through that right heel. Keep everything nice and long, chin tucked. Now we're creating length in the spine here. The longer the spine is, the deeper we can twist, the more the vertebrae can separate. So we're going to draw the left knee in towards the chest, and then we're going to draw the right knee in, hug the knees in, and then release the left leg down towards the mat. Press through the heel, raise the toes up so you can see them just above the knee, grab the knee with the left hand, and we're going to draw the knee over to the left. Keep the palm facing up towards the ceiling. I want you to relax any tension in your face, relax any tension in the shoulders, any tension in the jaw, and we're going to tuck the chin slightly and lengthen through the crown of the head and through the left heel. We're trying to create space and length in the spine here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Using the belly to massage the muscles in the spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to draw the left knee in towards the chest. Do small circles with the knee just to release the spine again. Release that lower back. Go in the opposite direction. We're warming down from the practice now. Starting to get prepared for the final Shavasana. So we're going to hug in the left knee into the chest and release the right leg. Keep hugging that left knee in just slightly. Then we're going to exhale, release that left leg. Open the hands up. Keep palm facing up. Let the toes fall outwards. We're going to relax the shoulders, tuck the chin a little. Keep the spine long. You need to relax as much as you can here. Relax any tension in your eyebrows. Relax any tension in the tongue, in the jaw. Move down the body. Relax the shoulders. Relax the arms. Allow the breath to rise and fall naturally. Let the legs feel heavy on the mat. Allow gravity to take over and allow your body to register everything that has just happened in the practice. Try not to skip Shavasana. Shavasana is a very important part of the practice. It is at rest when our body registers, records and absorbs everything that we are doing in our life. It is at rest when our body changes, it grows, heals and repairs. So take time at the end of each practice. Take time to rest. Let go as much as you can. If it helps, try to focus on the inhales and the exhales. Don't try to control the breath. Allow the natural breath to rise and fall. Just notice what is happening, what you are feeling. Notice how the air fills the lungs, how it feels. And notice how it feels escaping the lungs. Nothing else matters right now. There is no place to go. There are no things to do. It's just you and your breath. Now I'm going to leave you here for a few moments to relax. Enjoy this moment to yourself before I lead you out of the practice. you to awaken the breath. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Start to wiggle the toes. Start to wiggle the fingers. Starting to wake up the body again. You need to close the fists, close the toes, open them again. Keep opening and closing. And then we're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. You can rock side to side if you need to here. Then we're going to relax and start to roll over to the left hand side. Take it nice and carefully, nice and easily. Place the right hand on the floor. Keeping the eyes closed, I want you to press yourself up to a seated position. Cross the legs, bring the hands to heart center. I'd like you to thank yourself for the practice. I'd like to thank you for the practice today. I hope you enjoyed this. Namaste.
Right, thanks guys, I really hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to comment in the comments down below. Let me know how you got on with it, let me know how much you enjoyed it, what you liked, what you didn't like, I don't know. Like, I love the feedback, I love it. If I get feedback, I will try to reply to it. I will try to reply to as many comments as I can. Remember to hit that like button if you really did like it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future, and have a rad one. I'll see you again next week. Peace.